Welcome to What's Going On. What's Going On is a new effort of Children's Futures to highlight the positive people living or working in the city of Trenton and the greater Mercer County region. Today on our show, we have Mr. Harold George, President or Paul Mark of the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated Trenton chapter. Thank you for joining us, Mr. George.
Always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. Now, we had an opportunity to sit down back in June, and one of the events that you told us that was coming up is the upcoming 83rd, I believe, province meeting. Now, can you explain to me a little bit about the province meeting, what it is, and what you hope to accomplish?
Certainly. The Province Council meeting is a meeting for the northeastern province of Kappa Alpha Psi. Kappa Alpha Psi is broken into 12 regions. We call them provinces. Mm-hmm. And our particular province runs from Delaware up to Maine, over to Germany and London. And essentially it's an opportunity for us to get together, discuss fraternity business, any new initiatives such as this year under leadership of our new Grand Pole Mark, there's an initiative called Healthy Kappa.
Oh, okay. So let me just back up a little bit. How many people are we expecting here in our part of town? Because this sounds like it's going to be pretty big.
It is going to be fairly large.
Okay.
Approximately 1,000 people. I would not be surprised, certainly.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Healthy Kappas. Is it Healthy Kappas?
Yes.
Okay, because, you know, of course, here at Children's Futures, one of our huge initiatives is to make sure that children are healthy and ready to learn. And that's why we actually partner with the province, the Kappa, on this particular province meeting. So tell me a little bit about Healthy Kappas and some of the other activities you hope to do.
Well, one of the things that it's a new initiative, so I can tell you what I know thus far. And it's not only promoting the health of members of our fraternity, but our fraternity has always deemed itself to be a service organization. So we're going to be promoting, the Kappas will be promoting health in their respective jurisdictions, if you will, local communities. And we'll do that offering health screenings, seminars on prevention, those type of things.
So the health screenings, is that open to the public?
It will be, and actually at the Province Council meeting on Friday, we'll have a van by one of the local corporations that will be providing health screenings, both diabetes, high blood pressure, as well as cholesterol screening. And that will be from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Friday, March the 15th. Okay,
excellent. Now, one of the things that we discussed in our June interview was about the Guide-Right program and how these gentlemen of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity are mentoring and view mentorship and leadership as a big opportunity for our young people. Tell me a little bit about the Guide-Right program and what role that plays in the province.
Well, the Guide-Right program, just you and I know because we've talked about it before, but the Guide-Right program assists children and young people from ages 5 up until 21. At the early stages, we participate with the local sorority, Delta Sigma Theta, in reading adventures, and we added another component since we last spoke, math adventures.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So on designated Saturdays, we get together with children from kindergarten to 4th grade to try to assist, provide some tutoring in those areas. We move up to the middle school level with something called Embody, and that's also with the Deltas. And that's for the middle school students, you know, again, trying to develop them, you know, being a teenager, especially those tween years. Kind of difficult things going on with hormones, etc. So, you know, it's just talking about developing, becoming a man, you know, and those type of things. Then we have our Kappa League, where that really is the leadership development component of it. You have 9th to 12th graders who are training for various leadership positions in their community, preparing them for college, but also preparing them to come back and be leaders in their respective communities.
Now, from what I understand, the Guide-Right program is not just just isolated to the Trenton chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi, but it is an initiative for the whole entire fraternity. Is that correct?
Every chapter in Kappa Alpha Psi is required to have a guide right program. Now, depending on the size of that chapter, what they do may differ from what we do. In other chapters, we may do less than some chapters that have 200 members, like Detroit and Chicago, really big chapters. But everyone's required to have a guide right program. So over 750 chapters in the fraternity, each one's required to do guide right activities.
Nice. And so these are for particularly young men that are in our community, and especially I feel like in our community, these young men need this type of guidance and leadership, because when you see men of excellence such as the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity doing such great things in the community, a lot of people know you for your cabarets and your events around the community, but your service activities are even more powerful and have a much more impact.
I tell you, one of the greatest things that I've seen, and I don't know if we discussed it last time we had opportunity to sit down and chat, is there are a number of men that have come through our program, young men that have come through our program, and now they've matriculated in college and become Kappas. And you know, it's just such a blessed feeling, I tell you, to see them. You made an impact where they wanted to do something that you inspired them to do.
Right.
Because the program, we never tell them, look, we want you to go to school and become members of Kappa Alpha Psi. We hope our deeds lead to that, but we really try not to influence them in that particular way.
Right. So one of the things I wanted to mention is this is a pretty big deal for the Trenton chapter to be hosting such a huge meeting. What kind of things have you all prepared for the weekend? I mean, we talked a little bit about the health screenings, but what other activities are going on this weekend that we can look forward to?
Well, one of the big things is Thursday, March 14th, which actually kicks off the Providence meeting. It's the open public meeting, and that's where we would like the entire greater Trenton community to come out to the West End. Between starts at 7, ends at 9, and we'll have a keynote speaker, former mayor of Trenton, Douglas Palmer. We have drum lines, jazz bands, just trying to set up the activities for the weekend. So it should be pretty lively, and we hope, you know, welcoming people and asking them to join us for the various activities. The big things on Friday, the 15th, we have a cane twirling contest. People familiar with Kappa will know about, you know, our proclivity to do that type of thing. I'm not that good at it, but some brothers are, and we're expecting a number of contestants to come, and that'll be at 9 o'clock in the ballroom at the West, and then at 9:30, from 9:30 to 2 a.m., there'll be a party. That'll be more of a casual party Friday night. Then on Saturday, we'll have what they call the Province Ball, which is a semi-formal event, but it should be a good party nevertheless. And the prices are very, very reasonable.
All right, tell us about them.
$25 in advance, and $30 at the door. So you can get tickets online if people like TrentonAlumniKappas.com. We have a PayPal account set up. They can purchase online.
This is okay. I have to be honest with you. We're all looking forward to the Pretty Boys events on the everyone knows Kappas to be the Pretty Boys, right? So we're looking forward to those events, and I'm particularly excited about the how you really included the Greater Trenton area in this Province meeting through the house screenings, through the public meeting. Tell me a little bit about what is the agenda for the public meeting? If I was, you know, coming from the public going to this meeting, what can I expect going in from the 7 to 9 time frame?
Well, we talked about the drum line and the jazz band. There'll be a gospel choir as well. Again, the keynote speech by
keynote speaker, right.
Douglas H. Palmer. There will also be recognitions of the other Greek organizations in the community, because we realize we can't do it by ourselves. You know, you have the various fraternities and sororities that make up the Panhellenic Council that will be attending, and we'll be recognizing them. And there are also a few people we're going to recognize in the community for their contributions in the fields of education and community service that, you know, sort of a surprise. I don't want to say the names, but there'll be a couple awards given that night also.
Nice.
Non-Kappa members.
Non-Kappa members. Yeah. So we want everyone to come out and join the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated at the West End, starting on March 15th March 14th is the open public meeting, and then March 15th is the
Party.
Party. We don't want you to forget the party. And then the semi-formal on March 16th. Our time is coming to an end. But I want to thank you again for being on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And that is what's going on. Until next time.